Hello, everybody. This will be the next tour in the series. I'm not sure what number we're on, maybe 15. I'm going to walk around, show you everything that's going on. I've done a lot of work over this past week with coming up with a name for the island, uh, zoning the island, like putting certain areas in a zone, and then eventually we'll name the locations in the zones. So the island's name is going to be Comet City for this impact right here that I'm going to say cracked and slid down in here. Boom, broke, and then kind of slid down in here. So this is Comet City. Um, if you break the map up into 4 squares, so just imagine folding the map in half once, unfolding it, and then folding it down once. Uh, each square is a zone, and I'll name that zone eventually. Um, so, Comet City, that's the name of the city that we're building here. And there's a lot more uh, that will be coming up in eventual next tours and stuff. But I'm starting to flesh out everything that's going on here. So we'll go ahead and walk around and show you what's going on. First, we'll walk outside, and I'll just talk briefly about. So these things right here, these are new additions. They are from the Advanced Civilization, and these are the new water elevators I talked about in the last tour. They are the refined design, so all water elevators from this point will be this, and I'll show you what's down here. So basically you have it's a 2x3, so you got 2 blocks by 3 blocks. The water elevator is actually held up by signs, and then everywhere that's not the water elevator is the drop down, and you can drop into this pool. This is what it looks like from the inside going to the outside. And I just connected another water elevator to this area. So that's the old design. It still had some of the characteristics of the new design. You see it's only 2, or it's only 3 instead of the 5 waters. So still haven't finished cutting out that. Working on cutting out this to like open it up for the new design. Also down here I dug out another water elevator for some chest. So this goes, I haven't put in the water elevator or cleaned it up and added chest up top, but this is going to be the new water elevator for the chest up top. So this is what it looks like, and I'm gonna work on that eventually to get it fixed up. But all this was done because of the new workshop area that's being constructed. As you probably know, this water elevator over here, item water elevator. So this is an item water elevator right there, and that's a person elevator right here, or a player elevator. This water elevator goes up to some chest in the main workshop and drops off extra items I have up here, or extra items like deep slate. I'll just throw it in there and it'll go ahead and put it in the chest up top. Well, that's the same thing but for the new workshop, which I'll show you now. Boop. So we come up, jump in the water stream, a bit of lag. This is the long water stream, so it takes a little bit to get up to the top. But boop, we're here. Close that. This is the design for when the new civilization wants to get to the surface. This is what they put in. I really like this idea. How the farms are getting now, like you're starting to see that the advanced civilization is kind of moving from underground to the surface, and I think that's pretty cool. This over here is the access point to the add-on. Well, I'll show you this real quick. So this is kind of what it looks like. This is the first one I built, and that one's the second one, so that one doesn't have as much decorations going on. A little bit of lag. Alright, we're back. Alright, so we come down here. Another patent pending water elevator design. This is what the inside of it looks like. But this is the addition to the workshop. So you got this room right here. The same theme right here with the trap doors over the chest. I got some barrels to kind of make it look like water pipes are coming down in through here. Some cracks in the walls where water's seeping through. Same thing here. This is the way to get up. Maybe a temporary painting, I don't know. Here's another water elevator. So like I was saying in the last tour, this is where we're actually at. Still haven't done any work on the pumpkin area, but this is what I was talking about in the last tour. You see that there's a cutout up there, and that's where eventual new workshops will go. I have to clean that out or put another layer right here on top of that, because building this I had to cut out a little bit. But this also, now you can see the amethyst down there. I think that's amethyst. Now you can see the crystals, whatever that is, whatever that block is. You got the glass above it. I'll pretty this up later, but it just like a concept of like what it could look like going up the patent pending water elevator to this area. This is what it looks like up here. It looks like a wooden pipe coming down. You got water. All this under here is water, so I can have source blocks and everything. Water over here, source blocks, and then you got this room right here like I was showing, the way back up to the surface. And then if I come over here, this will be where the item elevator actually pops back up that I showed you down below. So the water elevator will pop up here, and then there'll be chests in this wall. So when I'm digging out down there, I can just send the items up to this area. That's what that looks like. You can come down here, do another little cutout. You can see that area over there. This could be more chest or odds and ends, but this is kind of what it looks like for all the additions and all the add-on for the new workshop. Will be down here, and there'll be more workshops in different locations around the base. So over the past week, I took 10 coordinates down on areas of the island, Comet City, that I want access points from underground. So I just ran around the island, found places that I think would be good for an elevator or staircase. The places I use more often will get a water elevator and will have the workshop beneath it, a custom workshop beneath the areas that I use the most, like the castle I'll be at a lot, so I'll put a workshop over there. And then places I use less often will be the staircases, showing that the other civilization, or the less advanced civilization pre-nether, still needed to get back and forth to different areas in the base, and they used underground to do it. So there's a pre-nether civilization and a post-nether civilization that live, or that have occupied Comet City. So down here, this is kind of what pre-nether Comet City people look like. This is what they built like, how they lived. So you got this build palette and scheme, and and then obviously the deep slate theme is for Comet City after the Nether was found. So I'll walk you around up here. This is how the 10 coordinates are going to play out. So all 10 coordinates have been plotted out. That's a coordinate down here. That's not a coordinate, but this one down here is a coordinate. And so this will either get a water elevator or a staircase going up to the surface. And all 10 will be dug out down here in different ways. Like, so that's another, like I go down there and then I turn to the right and I go down there, and I think that's another coordinate that I need to go back up. This is the so right now I think we are under the farms on the left of the island. So if I popped up through here, you would find like carrots and stuff like that. So the area we are in right now, this is where the lava pool is, and you see the staircase or the bridge right there. But anyway, all this will be cut out. The coordinates that I have jotted down, the 10 coordinates, will have either elevators or staircases going back to the surface. And this is going to be a huge dig, which is good because I need a lot of the materials in this area. So I need a lot of stone for the nether that I'm working on, and I need a lot of granite and andesite and diorite and all that. I could use a lot more, even though the granite is being used right back in the same build for the roof. So I'm expanding, so I could use a lot more granite. But if you just imagine down here, the first idea was just to have like a small area down here, maybe a larger like circle area, but it has kind of evolved into pretty much the entire island underneath the Comet City will be cut out, and columns will be placed in. I'm not sure if I'll stay with these columns or if I'll need to like beef them up a little bit to make it look more natural or make more sense for the size of the area. So everything under Comet City will be cut out. This will be how you get back and forth to like areas in the upper part of Comet City. Go walk over to the Nether. So a lot of like longer term projects are being started right now, but that's good for a direction to take the whole map in. So you had your like the first couple episodes, first couple tours were pretty much like a single person that lived on this area, and then you go from that to like a small city developed, and then you go from that to like portal technology being founded, and then from that you get this nether that's being placed up. All the 200 by 200 cubes still got to be dug out. I haven't jumped on that yet because that requires a lot of picks. But I've buttoned down a good design for the tunnels. I'm going to go with just a gray cube tunnel. Not cube, it's a rectangle, because we got 4 high and 3 wide. So these will be dug out in the 4 directions, just straight out. And then eventually, so like this tunnel and that tunnel, let's if I had a drawing program, I could just draw it out and show you kind of what I'm how I'm thinking. So picture this tunnel, it goes way out, and this tunnel that goes way out. Well, eventually there'll be a tunnel that goes in this direction from this tunnel that connects to this tunnel. So it'll kind of box in a certain area in the nether, and I'm going to start zoning up areas in the nether outside of the 200 by 200 cube for the people of Comet City to go down and research what's in this different dimension. So scientists and stuff would want to go down and take samples and look at the area. So you'll have the first 200 by 200 cube will be totally protected, safe, where once the technology was found, they wanted to get a big perimeter where they could freely let people come in and out working. So they built the 200 by 200. Then you have the tunnels going off like roads, and the roads will connect in the middle and cut off sections of the nether so that future explorers could go down and explore in those areas. So it's a bigger long-term project, but another color I'm going to start adding to this is maybe black stone or something like that, because I want to put a line in it, so then from the outside it looks like like a futuristic tunnel that's above the nether, and like if you're down in the nether walking around looking for different materials or something, you can look up and kind of orientate yourself off of the tunnels and pipes that are around you, kind of in the ceiling. So put a line of black stone through it, and then maybe a number indicating what tunnel you're looking at. So big long-term plans for the nether, and big long-term plans for the first civilization to inhabit Comet City, with the big dig down below this workshop right here. So down here got two major digs gonna be happening, and this is kind of what you have to do every so often when you're playing in a single player world. You have to take on huge, massive dig projects to get the blocks that you're going to need to build things down the road. So this maybe next couple tours you'll just see a lot more work done on the digs, and then after that I'll have a ton of blocks to actually start crafting and building some new areas to get that glass for the site, so you could look down into the geode and look and see what was going on down there. Came from this area over here. I think I still have a boat. No, I don't. But so if you come out here, this is going to be named. This is going to be like a port or like a lake area, or there'll be a name to this. So if you come out and you kind of curve around and go off that direction, there's a little hill over here, and it's all sand, mostly sand, and I went over there and got the sand from over there. But the idea is to now start a settlement on a different patch of land, to where some of the people from this area are now outgrowing this area, so they're kind of expanding out into different areas of the surrounding world. So that'll be coming up in the next couple of tours, like just building. It all depends on what I really have time to do and what I'm feeling like tackling at that moment. Sometimes I feel real creative and I just want to get a build done, or I have a specific idea for a build, so I need to go ahead and put it down, kind of like this. So I could either tackle that over there, or the next tour could just be update on the big digs going on. But it just all depends. I have started another job, so really just kind of whatever I have time to do on here, that's what I'll do. But that's it for this tour. Thank you for watching. Have a great next week. I'll see you again next Monday. Thank you and have a good one. Bye.